Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mabel, and here on my channel I create content around family, relationships, beauty and lifestyle. I do reaction videos. I just generally like to have fun. So welcome to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. If you're new here, welcome. Please subscribe to my channel, okay? Because here on my channel we learn, we share and we have fun. Yes, we do. So in today's video I'm going to be answering some questions that I got during my pregnancy and even after my pregnancy. Okay, I'll share some of my videos about my pregnancy journey here on my channel, from when I got pregnant, finding out, telling my family members, took you guys along to the hospital, we had the baby together and all that good stuff. So I've got a couple of questions on my channel by family members, by some friends, and actually from people that I don't even know here on my channel, and also on Instagram. If you're not following me on Instagram, I'll leave my name here on Instagram. I don't know if I'll say I'm not active on Instagram than on YouTube, but I mean, follow me on Instagram, okay? So I got a few questions when I was pregnant, and even after I had the baby, I started sharing my pregnancy journey. Yes, and I'm going to be answering those questions. So let's just say this is a pregnancy and after pregnancy Q&A. Yes, so let's do it and catch up and just get everything together in one video, okay? Okay. So the first question that I got, and the most asked, I think I got a couple of questions about this on Instagram, was this pregnancy planned? Okay. I mean, yes, my pregnancy was planned. It was planned. It wasn't an oops baby. No, and no, it wasn't like a surprise pregnancy or anything. Okay. I'm one person who has always wanted a large family, okay? And at this point, you guys can agree that having 3 or 4 children is large enough to be considered a large family, okay? So I'm not a fan of like a one-child family or two. I mean, there are some people that actually like me, but maybe have some reasons why they cannot have more babies. Maybe they want to, but they don't. But I mean, for me personally, I've always liked the idea of a large family. I'm from a large family, and that's not the reason why I actually like a large family, okay? I have people who are from a large family and they just don't want that much children. They just want 1 or 2. And I have a friend who is an only child, and she's prayed that she would never have one child because she just feels lonely in her family, okay? But there's so many reasons why people have 1, 2 or more children. But I mean, for me, I'm a fan of a large family, okay? And I love children generally. So no, my pregnancy wasn't surprise. It was planned. Yes, it was planned. I wanted it. I planned for it, and by the grace of God, I got it. So I've always wanted 4 children, okay? Regardless, I wanted 4 children. Or even at the point, I kind of thought I wanted 5, but 4 is the number. 4 is the number. So yes, it was a planned pregnancy. And there's something else I'm going to mention in this video also. Somebody said something about, oh, that this mistake that God, this is my mistake baby. That's how the person put it. That God will do another mistake for me because I have cute babies, okay? Yes, and I immediately corrected the person, okay? And I'm putting out here, right? Even if you didn't plan a pregnancy, okay? It just happened. Do not let anybody say your pregnancy is a mistake or your child is a mistake. I mean, even before this child was made, God already knew, this child will come to the world. Even before you even went about your marriage, God already knows how many children you will have. I mean, he knows our aim from our beginning. So even if it wasn't a planned pregnancy, it wasn't a mistake at all. But for my situation, for this, my baby, it was a planned pregnancy. So the second one was actually not a question. It was a conversation I had with somebody, a chat that I had. And the person said that, I always complain about not having enough help, or not having help actually. I live in America with my husband and children. So what was the motivation, or why did I decide to have another baby when I know I didn't have help? Okay. Has anything changed? Do I now have a living nanny? Do I have help or anything like that? No, nothing has changed, okay? It's still the same. It's still Chris, myself, and the children, and our community that we have here. I mean, the church and a few good friends that we have. But I mean, nothing has really changed, Yeah. Regardless, I knew that for a long time, that was one factor that made me wait this long. 5 years before having my last baby, just thinking that maybe a miracle could happen, I might get help, or I don't know. But I mean, lack of help was one of the reasons why I delayed in having my 4th child. But I mean, it's still the same. I mean, in my defense, like I always use, I'll always say, God will not give you more than you can handle. Sometimes I feel like I quote that thing just to justify my action. But I mean, that is God's word. He cannot give you more than you can handle. I mean, if he sincerely knows that I cannot handle four, I would try and try and try, and I would not have my fourth child. Okay, so yes, but nothing has changed with help. It's still the same thing. But I mean, if I have to do it, why not just do it now and get over it? You know, that's what I feel. So yeah, nothing has changed. I don't have help. It's still the same way, but God's grace is sufficient. Yeah, it is sufficient. The question I'm going to answer is, people asking me, how do I, like, based on my experience of having my children together and then spacing out and having the last one, what is the difference for me? How do I feel? Is it better to space out, or is it better to have them close together? Okay, so let me tell you guys here now. Okay, my first child is 9, my second is 6, my third is 5, and my fourth and last is 0. Okay, yes, so that means I've had space. I had the first one, I spaced out a little bit because then I was in my master's, and then I had the second and third almost back to back, 6 and 5, and then I spaced out a little bit more and I had the fourth one. Okay, for me, I don't know, it's a positive and negative for both. Okay, having your children close together is very good. I mean, they will grow together. They will, when you're buying stuff, you can pass on clothes, you can share the baby stuff together, toys, you can have baby activities for all of them at the same time and all. It's just like getting it done together and then moving on to the next phase of your life. Okay, so I feel like that's a really good thing, because that's what I thought at the time when I thought I was done at 3. I was like, okay, when they all grow up and all get into elementary school, I can now focus on my career and do something better and even do more with my life and my career. And then I thought, you know what, when for some reason you always know that you're not done having children. Okay, I always knew that I wanted one more, and I waited, of course, for so many reasons, health, just so many things, so many reasons why I didn't have this child at the time when I would have loved to have, because I wanted to have my children like close to each other, and then COVID came, and then I was afraid of COVID at the time. I think about the time when COVID came, I was ready to have my fourth baby, and then COVID came and I was scared. Was the world gonna end? Da, 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 da. But then at a point I told myself, why not just go ahead and have this fourth child and just be done with having children? Okay, so I'm the person who likes the idea of having all of them back to back. I mean, if you ask me now what I would do different with having children, I'll be like, I'm going to have them all back to back. Okay, but at the same time, spacing is good. Okay, I think the number one benefit that I see with spacing out is the fact that the joy that fills the heart of my older children, how involved they are, they're really enjoying the journey, and just the joy that I see when they just see their baby sister. I mean, they go to school with excitement, they want to hold her in the morning before going to school, they come back full of joy that they're coming back to meet their baby at home. So I think that is the best part of spacing out my children. And I mean, with that one too, the older children get to help me with the baby. And me personally, I kind of look forward to them coming back from school, because I know they will help me hold the baby while I do stuff and all that. So I think it's a this and that kind of answer. Okay, for those who want to space out, or for those who want to do back to back, I mean, you can never get it wrong. Okay, just do what works for you. But me personally, I would have wanted to just do back to back, so I can just finish with the childbearing thing and then move on to my career and everything like that, and other things in life really. So, but I mean, both of them works for me. I've done the back to back, I like it. I've done the spacing and I like it as well. So I mean, I enjoy both. I think I enjoy both, but most importantly, the fact that my children are involved and it gives them so much joy. I mean, the older children is the best part of me having to space out the children. Yeah. So the next one, which was one of the most asked, I think I still get it too, from people who see me as like, oh, how many kids do you have? I have 1 boy and 3 girls. Oh, were you trying for, I've got all this kind of question, compliments and all about wanting a boy for the fourth child. Did I want a boy? having a girl, how do I feel? Am I happy? Am I going to try for another baby, maybe trying for a boy and all that? Yes, okay. I'm a very realistic person, yes. First, I always wanted 4 children, yes. Well, 4 or 5, but at this point, I always wanted 4 children, yes. And I have a boy as my first, and I have 2 girls, second, third. Of course, realistically, anybody, I mean, I'm not the one to come here to lie, okay. I wanted a boy. Trying for my 4th child, I wanted a boy. I desired a boy. I prayed for a boy. I asked my friends, my family to key into my faith so I can have a boy and all. But I didn't have a boy. So what does that mean? Yes, I was disappointed initially when I got my ultrasound result. But was I sad? No. Was I upset? No. Was I happy? Yes. I mean, I am very, very content, okay? I mean, that's the word I used to describe myself right now, being a mom of a boy and 3 girls. I am very content. And I always tell myself that there are some people who don't even have children. There are some who are praying to God to have one. There are some who have just boys and no girl. There's some who have girls and no boy. But I mean, I have both, okay? I wanted a second son for the purpose of balance and just for my son to have his own brother. And, basically just for 2 boys, 2 girls, how cute that is. It sounds cute, it looks cute and everything. But God blessing me with a girl, he knows, he's God, he's God. He's not man. He knows what's best for us. I mean, if you look at my daughter, you would know that I deserve that girl because she's so pretty, she's so calm. I mean, I could have not asked for a better child, really. So yes, was I disappointed at first? Yes. How do I feel afterwards? Contempt. That's the word. Yes. And will I try for another boy? I mean, what is the guarantee? And even if there's a guarantee, I think I'm okay. Okay, 4 children is enough. Absolutely. I think I always tell people that at 3, I felt like my cup was full, and this 4th one is a running over. You know how God said He will fill our cups to overflow? He has filled my cup to overflow. So my baby girl is my overflow, okay? So no, I'm not going to try for another baby. I'm not going to try for another boy or another girl. I am content. Yes. And will I want to have any more children? No. No, no, no. I am not having any more children. I mean, the bride price that my husband paid on me, he has expired. I mean, he only paid for 4 children. He actually paid for 3 children. I gave him an extra one. So except he's going back to pay another bride price, I am not having any more children. So no more children. I am done. I am okay. I am content. And I am happy and blessed. Yes. You know how people say the more children you have, the less I don't know the word to use. Is it careful? But maybe not careful. But I mean, when they say you have one, you do this, you do that, you're protective and all that. And then when you have more and more, you are a little bit less protective and less whatever. I mean, for me personally, I don't think that's the case. I feel like the more children I have, the better I become with parenting, the more I want to do, the more careful I want to be, the more protective. I mean, the other day my friend called me and she said she noticed, because we hung out, and she said she noticed that I'm a little bit more protective with this baby. And I'm like, yes. I mean, not sterilize her bottles 3 times a day and all that because I feel like I've done it over and over again. No. With me, I think the more babies I had, the better I got, the better I became, the more I became more careful, protective. I mean, I'm more aware. There's some things I did. Thinking back now, there's some things I did when I had my first child that I would not do now because I feel like I didn't know. I was less informed, less experienced. And I mean, I'm just a protective person, basically. I don't think I'm less with parenting with this child. I feel like I'm even doing more, take care of her more, be more intentional with her more, be more detailed with her, protective and everything. So with me, the more babies I had, the better I got and the more careful and protective I've become. Yeah. So I'm not on that table of people having more children and doing less. I'm of the opinion on having more and even getting better and better and better. Yeah. So the last one for this video will be why I decided to share my journey. And this one I got so much, and you guys, people who know me know how private I am. And even somebody asked me, what was the motive of sharing. Okay, I'm like, I've been sharing anyway since I came here on YouTube. I've been more active on Instagram and all that. I feel like sharing was one thing I wanted to do. And even before I shared, I made sure I asked my husband if he was okay with it, and he said as long as I'm okay with it. I remember having this conversation with my sisters over and over and over again. When they asked me, are you going to share, some of them were like, you need to share, you know, it's a beautiful journey. I mean, I just shared my journey to really, because I wanted to share. It was one thing I wanted to do. I mean, we're getting old, you know, a lot of things are happening. Why not do what you really want to do? Do what makes you happy. Sharing my journey made me really happy, you know, recording it, filming it, having the memories saved. Even till now, I go back some of my videos and I watch them. I watch my labor videos over and over again, and I just watch it and I'm happy, I'm thankful, I'm just happy basically. So sharing was just one thing I wanted to really do with no reason really, but I just wanted to share because I wanted to share it, and I was sharing because I've been sharing anyway. I share about my family, I share about me, I share knowledge and everything. So why not share this one? I mean, it put a smile on people's faces, okay? And yeah, it's just something I liked, I enjoyed doing, and will I do it again if I was to have the opportunity? Yes. I mean, if I have to do it again, I'll even share more detailed stuff, like more information and all. Yes. So I mean, it's something I really wanted to do. I enjoy doing it, you know. There's this post my sister put on Twitter recently, and I read it. I'm like, why not? Why not do what makes you happy, regardless of what people think, what people say? I mean, you only live once. Why don't you do exactly what makes you happy? So yes, the reason why I shared my journey was because it made me happy, and it was just what I wanted to do. So yeah, I just wanted to come here and answer some of the questions I got during and after my pregnancy, and just my thoughts about one or two other things, you know, here and there. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. If you're not already subscribed, please subscribe to my channel, like my video, share, leave a comment. Let's grow my channel together. And yeah, thank you for watching. Of course, it's me again, the most beautiful mom of four here on your screen. Yeah, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.